Hey everyone, big milestone for the channel, my very first controversy, scandal, YouTube drama bundle. Hello everybody, Jordan here, the PH is silent. As we're talking about this, I want to talk about the strike on my channel and why it's removed and why I'm not angry and all that other stuff. I will be referencing a bunch of notes that I wrote on this side, so if my eyes dart over there, that is why. But I'm sure most of you have already heard, here's a quick recap. Wizards of the Coast's lawyers issued a copyright strike on my channel for flipping through the 2024 D&D Player's Handbook. That strike has been redacted. It's gone, like it never happened. And I'm very happy and thankful for this. And on my side, I have removed the flip through video, and I want to talk about my reasons for why I removed it, why I think the strike happened, and also address a few responses from subscribers.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
So early, Wizards of the Coast reached out to me saying, hey, do you want access to the 2024 Player's Handbook under a couple of stipulations? You might have already heard this before, but stipulation 1, you got to sign an NDA. And number 2, if you're not planning on making PHB 2024 content, maybe don't request access, like don't ask for a book because they're in like limited number and they're not giving this out to anyone. And on my channel, I said, I'm not interested. I don't cover like builds on the best warlock and things like that. I'm all about lore, and I'm about making games more inspiring for game masters. So I said, no, thank you, but thank you for keeping me in mind. That's awesome. Keep up the good work. Many, many weeks later, as we get closer to August 1st, I got an email that says, hey, we're going to send you a Player's Handbook 2024, no strings attached. Thank you for being awesome. And I said, that's really cool. Thank you. Here's my address. And after it was shipped, I received an email that I should be expecting it. And they specifically said in the email from the D&D Creator Relations team, please refrain from posting content from inside the book until our embargo lifts after August 1st, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Great. So August 1st rolls around. I saw videos popping up from various creators. I saw Nerd Immersion posts and stuff. I saw D&D Shorts posts and stuff. I saw other things. And I said, you know what I should do? Let's just do a live stream. Now, I've done these live streams in the past. I don't do them often, but sometimes when a new book comes out and I'm excited for it, I like to flip through it and we just chat with people and we go about the book. And I was really treating it like that. So doing a flip through of the 2024 PHB where there's the embargo is lifted, I'm allowed to talk about the book. It seemed like a no-brainer. So August 1st, I did the live stream. It was fun. And then Saturday morning, I received an email from the D&D creators team asking that I blur some of my pages. This was not really malicious. It just felt like it was a miscommunication, and that now that the books were out and they realized that a lot of people would be making more content than they anticipated, they wanted to prevent certain pages from getting displayed. And if I had already made content, to please go back and like blur some of the pages. And I said, okay, I agree. I wasn't really upset that this happened. I mean, it's not killer to my channel. It's not killer to the things that I want to make. And ultimately, I'm like, I don't really care because the book will be out in a couple months anyway. So I delisted my video so that people couldn't watch it. And then I blurred 80% of the screen. And you could probably see here on the screen, this is what it looked like after I had finished doing the copyright blurring. I also saw that there were other people that had blurred their stuff. Specifically, Sly Flourish seemed to have blurred a bunch of his flip through. Alpha Stream blurred a bunch of his flip through. And so it just makes sense. So after you apply the blurring, I waited until YouTube finished processing the video so that I knew that if I put it out there again, it would be blurred for anybody who was watching the video. I double checked, was blurred, we're good to go. I put the video back out there. And then the morning after that, I woke up and there was a copyright strike on my channel. So if you do business related things on YouTube, or if you're just posting a lot and making a lot of videos on YouTube, you probably understand the severity of this. I had a few people on Reddit and Twitter that were saying that I was overreacting and that this happens all the time. But I really want to stress that if you do YouTube stuff, YouTube takes copyright very, very seriously. And YouTube would not be able to be a viable platform if companies can't protect their intellectual property, because YouTube itself will get sued into non-existence. Thus, YouTube has created tools and features that heavily favor business IP holders over creators. And that is intentional because they want to make the person that has the larger pocketbook happy over the person that's making a video that gets like 5,000 views. So let's talk about copyright and how that relates to YouTube. So copyright issues happen on YouTube, obviously, often. They have a whole thing built up to protect intellectual property and stuff. I have seen copyright flags before. I've had people download my videos and re-upload them and then claim my original video as copyright infringement on the thing that they uploaded. I've seen people upload bits of a movie in a video, or I'll have like an animated GIF in mine and I'll get flagged as like, hey, you don't actually own this thing. You can't use it in your video. But in these circumstances, you can write an appeal and have a human review it. And that human will hopefully agree to what is normally the obvious, that this is a fair use of the material. Ultimately, everyone will tell you, including YouTube, that copyright infringement can only be settled in a court of law. So even YouTube is just kind of going with what feels good. Like, this feels like copyright infringement. I'm gonna flag it. Or I'm not really sure. We're gonna have like some people investigate it.
Hi everybody, it's Future Jordan here. I purposely didn't post this video early because I think there were a couple of areas that I wanted to clarify. And in this one, I wasn't trying to say copyright infringement can only be settled in a court of law, but that fair use can only be settled in a court of law. That is where we don't have hard and fast rules for what is fair use, and it's always on a case-by-case basis. Please continue past Jordan.
So the difference between that type of copyright flag and what happened with my live stream of the 2024 PHB is that I was found guilty before I could appeal or remove the video myself. So a copyright strike was put on my channel and the video was removed from my library. I couldn't access it. It was like it wasn't even there. And so with copyright strikes, YouTube is very serious. And if you get 3 of those, your channel is terminated. So in this, my fear is that other people who had their players' handbooks fully blurred like I did would also receive copyright strikes. And if you get 3 strikes, your video is terminated. So hypothetically, I did not do this, but what if somebody had made 3 different videos? Well, that's 3 videos that feature the 2024 Players Handbook, 3 strikes, and then all of a sudden, do not pass go directly to jail, your account is terminated. And I know a lot of people would call me a big YouTuber. I don't feel like I'm that big, probably because I've been in this space for such a long time. Like I started the channel in 2017, and there are people that started their channel in like 2022 and have more subscribers than me. So success is weird, a weird concept to trying to wrap your head around. But it is spooky when you've invested, 7 years into a platform, building an audience, and all of a sudden it could be gone in the blink of an eye. After the strike was removed, I did email and say, hey, thank you so much for looking into this because the strike is removed. We're all good. I've delisted the video entirely. So even Stevens, I guess. I don't know.
Hi, Future Jordan again. So after recording this video, I did get a response from the D&D creators team, and they said, hey, we're really sorry this happened. We're glad that it all got sorted out. We really like working with you, and please accept our apology. So I wanted to reiterate that they are awesome people. They've always been very friendly and very helpful.
So now here's the question. Why did this happen? Why did this blurred video following the D&D creators team's recommendation for blurring, things like that, why did that still get flagged by copyright infringement bots? And this probably wasn't some lawyer like viciously searching for everything that they could to like take down a YouTuber. It's an automated bot, I'm sure, that was listening to my content because everything was blurred. So I'm assuming the audio of me reading from the PHB is what flagged it as copyright infringement. And then an email was sent to this legal team and they were able to go, oh yeah, sure, ban it, click. And they clicked yes, and it was banned. So I'm not blaming a lawyer for pressing yes. I'm not blaming the D&D content creators team for putting a strike on my video because they didn't. I'm just upset at the miscommunication that could have potentially led to a channel being terminated. I don't think the copyright strike would have happened had the book been released to the general public. My mistake was treating the 2024 D&D book similar to my Book of Many Things live stream, where that was already released and I was able to flip through it and chat with people because it was readily available to anyone who wanted to buy it. This PHB is not readily available to anyone who would buy it. And that's where the disconnect happened on my end. So this is a weird time that we live in. And I think working with content creators, influencers, this is a new thing for Hasbro Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons as a whole. So it's been a learning curve for both parties. I'm used to companies being like, hey, we're doing a Kickstarter. Here's a preview PDF. Please talk about it. Go over what we gave you. That would be amazing and cool. Versus, I'm a big company. Here's a book. Don't talk about it. It's a learning curve for both of us. We're going to figure it out. My goal, the channel's goal, has always been to inspire dungeon masters by looking at campaign settings, by exploring lore, and by reviewing supplements that I think could really enhance your game. And I will continue to do that. So if you're interested in some of the videos that I've talked about, like Slifersh's video or Alpha Stream, I'll put links down below and you can check those out. I really liked Sly's take on the PDFs and the bigger problem that we're experiencing with this thing. I'm not upset. I'm fine. I'm back to kind of where I started, and that is okay with me. With that, I hope it clarifies things. You can let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys all in the next video.